Hello, I'm the Eternal Newbie. The extra L is for lost, as in there is no love lost between the group I just DM'd for. Some of them really don't like each other, and believe it or not, hack and slash is not even in this game. Before story time, you know the drill, business time. Likes, subscribes, comments, they are all great. And I even have a Discord channel now, a nice place to meet up and talk about Dungeons & Dragons. Check it out if you'd like. The link is in the description of the video below. Alright, business over. Story time. I was running another group through the Heir of Orcus Module. You know, despite my rough beginning, I really enjoy this one. This group had 7 players, which is AL max, and 1 standby, so a full table. A few of the players are pretty new and a few are vets. We have a good mix. Things, of course, went perfectly smooth. Okay, maybe not. Before we even start, one guy who I've not met before has said 2 sentences and cursed in both of them. Personally, I don't care. But it is against Adventure League rules, and we do have at least 1 minor in the room. More importantly, this minor is my nephew, and I don't really want to listen to his parents yelling at me. So I say, please control your language. He's like, okay, I'm out of here. The room is silent for a second. I think they, like me, are trying to figure out if this guy's serious. Dude is dead serious. I tell him goodbye and he leaves. Honestly, I don't get it. He was nice about it, but to me, that is an odd line to draw in the sand when playing with strangers. Although, I'm sure he could still find a group of like-minded players somewhere on my Discord channel. The module goes fine. Some of the players don't like Sir Titus, who is the leader of the knights and the NPC you join if you want to be on the good side. I am playing him as kind of an overzealous guy, intent on seeing justice done. And there is the small fact that he always shouts no matter what he's saying. But other than that, he's a cool guy. Like the last group I ran through here, I gave them the choice to go ahead and talk to the Malfesto twins before the knights got there. But they said they'd go with Sir Titus. When they get to the mansion, I do give them a chance to talk for a bit before Titus does his thing. The party is torn. Some of them want proof of wrongdoing. If there was proof written in the module, I missed it. So thinking quickly, I have one of his guards become a witness. Luckily, no one thought too deeply about this because it was just a teeny tiny little plot hole. Apparently a witness wasn't good enough. They want proof. With a capital P-R-O-O and F. I don't know what they expect. Maybe a signed, notarized confession with 3 witnesses? Another party member explains that what we're doing is the arrest part. The proof will be at the trial. This seems to placate them. They question the twins, but don't really get any help here. All they learn is the twins won't let them search the mansion and contend they are innocent.
I didn't do it.
Finally, Sir Titus has heard enough. He goes to arrest them, and the twins use their secret weapon. They attempt to charm Sir Titus. 1 or 2 of the party members are a bit annoyed that Sir Titus didn't give them more time to talk. Gee, if only they'd been allowed to go ahead without him. You may remember in my original video, I complained about how hard it was to get past this charm. I was wrong. Both twins failed their attempt to charm Sir Titus, and most of their other charms as well. The twins aren't that tough. Their main weapon is this succubus or incubus charm that makes others do what they say. That is their true power. But not true enough because while I do manage to charm a few party members, it doesn't matter as they easily take the twins down. This leads to the party's first, but not last argument. Some of them want to capture the twins. Others want to kill them to make sure their friends are free of the charm. They resolve it, everyone is freed of charm, and after a quick search, they find the map to the cave. Unfortunately, it was such a quick search that they sadly missed Nerf and Perf's famous potato stew recipe. One of the most important things in the module, in my opinion. In the cave, things get interesting. You see, there is a young black dragon there, and one of the bonus objectives is to slay or chase him away. Insta-death for a level 1 party. Or, so I thought when I first ran this. I didn't plan on doing the dragon then, so I didn't read over it. When I used the dragon to show the players what it could do, I missed something vital. But hey, that's why pencils have erasers, am I right? You see, this dragon is crazy. If you talk to him, you make a DC 13 persuasion check, and if you succeed, he spends his turn laughing. This can be done over and over, so in theory, the dragon might never get an attack. Scratch that. The dragon might never get an attack, in fact, because that's what happened here. The dragon spent the whole fight laughing until he was killed, which, with a level 3 and 6 level 1 characters, took a while. About midway through the fight, one player decides to try and push the dragon down a large hole in the floor of the cave. The only problem was the entire chamber was filled with about 2 feet of water, so the hole was completely filled with water. This player had seen the hole, then gone to lay down because he wasn't feeling well. He hadn't noticed the water, it seems, so he starts trying to push the dragon into the hole. Other players, liking this plan because, even though the dragon can't hurt them, it is taking forever to kill it, start to help. One player, however, did not like this plan, so he got between the hole and the dragon, then started pushing the other way, in some weird kind of game of Dragon Tug of War. Oh, and he couldn't explain why because of madness. I forgot to mention the party had spent the night in the mansion after finishing the twins, and most of the good ones had failed their saving throws and gotten a long-term madness. In Dungeons & Dragons, long-term madnesses last 1d10 times 10 hours, so for that time, they have something going on. The blocker couldn't talk. Another party member was deeply paranoid about everything, and a third thought he was under the effects of a potion of gaseous form. Those were the fun ones. The gaseous form player, for example, kept running into things. There are some kind of boring ones, but overall, the long-term madness rules really make the game more fun and interesting. I would highly recommend using them sometime. So the guy that can't talk doesn't want the dragon pushed down the hole. I'm pretty sure it's just because he wants to kill it. This angers a few of the other players who want to now push him down the hole. I'll say one thing for this player, he certainly stuck to his guns. Everyone else was against him, and he didn't care at all. I certainly was a bit too timid as a new player, though after playing with this guy a few times, I would say that he might be the other extreme. Because of personal experiences, and the fact it's a rule, I will not let players attack someone in AL without that person's permission, but Silent Guy is okay with it. Eventually they manage to push him into the hole, and are incredibly disappointed when I remind them the hole is underwater. Yeah, he's just swimming. Eventually, they manage to knock out the dragon because they feel that killing an insane dragon is kind of evil. Except for Silent Guy. He gets out of the hole and attacks the downed dragon, once again angering most of the party. When you're unconscious and get attacked, any hit is an auto crit and causes 2 failed death saves. On the dragon's next turn, he fails his 3rd death save and that's all she wrote. Some party members are not happy, but they do have some soldiers to rescue. They accomplish that task, and the only thing they have left to do is enter the
Temple of Orcus.
Funny thing about that, all the characters have to do is pull a lever to open the door. You would think there would be more to opening an evil temple, wouldn't you?
It's a trap!
A new player just happens to be standing next to it, so he pulls the lever. Unfortunately, it's trapped, and no one bothered to search. He fails his dex save, and I roll damage. 4d10 on a new level 1 player. That 28 points will insta-kill his character. Did I mention this is his first game ever? Now, I may not be the best DM, but I am not going to let some trap kill this guy in his first game ever. Even I didn't die till my 2nd game. Luckily, Sir Titus happens to be standing right next to him and quickly pulls him out of the way. They enter the temple and the game ends. It was a good game. And a good module. Have you ever had a party fight like that? Let me know in the comments below. or just tell me what you're thinking. Thanks for watching, and as always, play your character. Don't let your character play you.